Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to Aswad Al Harb. Farhan here, and today we're going to break down an interesting and often overlooked military platform, HESA KOWSAR. If you follow Middle Eastern defense developments, you already know that Iran has been pushing hard towards self-reliance in military production, and HESA KOWSAR is one of those efforts that reflects this strategy. Let's start with the background. This aircraft is developed by HESA, the Iran Aircraft Manufacturing Industrial Company. Its main role is pilot training and light attack missions. Interestingly, its design is heavily based on the American F-5 Tiger, which Iran acquired back in the 1970s. Source: https wikipedia.org wiki HESA KOWSAR. But here's where it gets important. Iran didn't just copy the design. They upgraded it with modern avionics, introduced a glass cockpit, and localized several systems. This shows a clear shift toward indigenous capability under heavy sanctions. Source: https www.janes.com Defense News. Now let's talk about specs, but from a strategic lens. HESA KOWSAR is a light fighter with a twin-engine setup. It operates in subsonic to near supersonic ranges depending on configuration. It can carry limited weapon loads like rockets and bombs. Source: https wikipedia.org wiki HESA KOWSAR. But here's my honest analysis. In modern high-intensity warfare, this is not a frontline fighter. It lacks advanced radar, stealth, and survivability features. However, context changes everything. In low-intensity conflicts or regional engagements with weaker air defenses, HESA KOWSAR becomes much more relevant. Imagine a scenario where ground troops need close air support. This aircraft can perform quick strike missions. It can operate at lower costs, and it allows for repeated sorties without putting high-value assets at risk. And this brings us to one of its biggest advantages: cost-effectiveness. Advanced 4th and 5th generation fighters are extremely expensive. Not every country can afford to deploy them for every mission. So platforms like HESA KOWSAR act as practical alternatives. My personal opinion? This aircraft is both symbolic and functional. Symbolic, because it shows Iran's ability to build and upgrade its own systems. Functional, because it fills real roles in training and limited combat operations. But here's the real question. Is it future-proof? In a regional conflict, Iran's Air Force would need to manage multiple roles at once. High-end missions would be reserved for more capable aircraft. This is where HESA KOWSAR comes in as a support asset. It wouldn't operate in the front line against advanced air defenses. Instead, it would function in secondary roles such as pilot training during wartime, border patrol operations, light ground attack missions. Now here's an interesting angle. If integrated with drones, its effectiveness could increase significantly. Drones can handle reconnaissance and target identification, while HESA KOWSAR executes the strike. This creates a cost-efficient operational model. Source: https CSIS.org analysis Iran military capabilities. But let's be clear about its limitations. Its radar systems are not advanced. It has no meaningful stealth capability, and modern air defense systems can detect and engage it relatively easily. From my perspective, this is a critical weakness. In modern warfare, survivability is everything. If a platform cannot survive, its offensive capability becomes irrelevant. However, every system has its place. In asymmetric warfare scenarios, or in environments with limited air defense, HESA KOWSAR can still be effective. For example, low-altitude strike missions, rapid response operations, and even psychological presence over a battlefield. Sometimes just the presence of an aircraft changes ground dynamics. Another key role is pilot training. Any air force needs a reliable training platform, and HESA KOWSAR fits well into this role, preparing pilots for more advanced aircraft. Source: https wikipedia.org wiki HESA KOWSAR. So what's the final verdict? In my opinion, HESA KOWSAR is a bridge platform. It connects legacy systems with future ambitions. It is not built for air dominance. It is built for sustainability. And in modern warfare, sustainability itself is a strategic advantage. If you want to explore further, you can check Wikipedia or trusted defense analysis platforms. For more details, you can check Wikipedia or other reliable sources. If you like this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your suggestions for the next video in the comments.